Hi, welcome everyone. Today we've got Peridot with me on the makeup chair, and I'm going to do a glamorous evening look today. So Peridot's already got her moisturizer on, eye cream and everything, so I'm going to start as usual with a primer. As I always say, a primer is not an option, it's a necessity. For Peridot I'm using a primer which is by Zao Cosmetics, and it's a mattifying primer. It's the same one that I'm going to use on her face, so please close your eyes for me. So the primer goes on the eyelids as well as underneath the eyelids, okay? Just underneath the lashes. Then I'm going in with the foundation. Just gently pressing it in and dabbing. Dabbing and pressing is fine. Foundation underneath the lower lashes as well. And now I'm going in with a wedge and pressing everything in place. This will make the makeup, the foundation in particular, join the skin rather than sit on top of it. Next we're setting everything with powder, and that's a translucent loose powder that I have here, and I'm applying it with a fluffy brush. If you have very oily skin, then you can apply the press or the translucent loose powder with the wedge as well, or a powder puff. Again, it's very important to apply powder underneath the lower lashes as well, because if you wear mascara or eyeshadow underneath the lower lashes and you don't set it with powder, it's just going to smudge and run. For the Peridot, I'm creating a rose golden look, which has been the most requested makeup look lately. Close your eyes for me, and I'm applying that to the mobile eyelid. And I am applying it with my ring finger, because I find it's quite waxy, and any wax-based products need to be warmed up with skin, otherwise they become really difficult to apply. Today I'll be using a Model Rock eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I'm going in with I'm going to use a number of colors. I'm going in with the Hyper Bronze, and I'm applying this again to the mobile lid. Shade which goes, close your eyes, just there where the mobile eyelid meets the upper eyelid. A more neutral color, which is the Vienna, mixed together with the Mousse. Again, as always, I recommend you create a lift, so I'm not following the eye shape, so I'm actually just stopping here with basically the same angle where the eyelashes end and where the eyebrows end. So we start off here, create a diagonal line, and then we create that dark brown shimmery shade, which I'm going to apply right in the end. And I'm bringing it into the center so it meets the golden shade that we applied early on. So next I'm going in with the gel liner, and I'm going to outline Peridot's eyes. I'm going to apply gel liner. You can apply a cold pencil if you prefer, in the waterline. So now I'm going in with black eyeshadow, which is this shade here, and I'm going over the eyeliner that I just applied. I want to connect the eyeliner together with the eyeshadow from the Model Rock palette. So just in the end, create a little circle and then push inwards and then gently outwards. I want to create more depth for Peridot's eyes, so I am going in with that dark brown, bringing it in a little bit closer to the inner corner. And because I want this rose golden, I'd like to go in with a pinky shade to mix in with the gold that we already have applied at the start. Close your eyes for me, please. So there's a golden shade here. I'm going to mix that up with Zao Cosmetics pink shade, which is this one here. Eyes for me, please. Now I'm going in with blender. This is a fluffy blending brush, and what I'm doing now is I'm just blending everything together. Okay. This makes it look more unified and more soft and more subtle. Now I'm going to apply a skin tone, a neutral shade underneath Peridot's eyes. So again, this is just to prep the skin. This is not the shade that I'm going to be using. Again, thank you. So for underneath the eyes, I'm going to go in with a lighter shade that I applied up here, which is the Glam on 28. Look up for me, please. And that's going to go in the inner corner, just underneath the inner corner. And then I'm going in with the cougar. Now I'm taking the Volt, which I applied on the top, and I'm connecting it with the lower lashes, okay? So it doesn't look like it's disconnected. Okay, so next I'm going in with mascara. The one thing to consider, please, and to bear in mind, is that whilst she does have a little bit of dark circles underneath the eyes, if you look at this part here, her skin naturally dents inwards, okay? So do not mistake this for dark circles, okay? There is some darkness right above it, but this part here is an indent, okay? So a lot of people have it, and I have it as well, if you look at me. So this, my skin right here drops, and as it does in the inner corners as well. So what happens is, like, it always looks dark no matter what I do. It doesn't mean that I'm not covering up correctly. I am, but natural thing that happens is that you get shadow falling into there, okay? So it's a hollow, let's say, and where there's a hollow, there's always going to be shadow, especially if you're surrounded by, you know, skin that's a bit higher, lifted up around it. Okay, so I'm going in with primer again, and I'm using Sublime Soft. That's again the vegan brand, organic, and it's mattifying, so no matter how much you sweat, no matter how oily you get, you won't find any more mattifying product than this one. So to color correct the darkness, I'm going to use a coral shade color corrector. So I'm going in there as well, okay? Don't forget the inner corner. That often gets quite dark as well. And again, I'm just gently dabbing. I'm just going to use whatever I have left around this part, and that's quite common. This part, for some reason, tends to get a bit dark. I'm not sure why. Now this part, I'm just happily pressing it in with a wedge. Okay, I'm going in with the foundation with this Fearless Cosmetics stippling brush. I'm going to press it all in with the wedge. Again, so it doesn't sit on top of the skin, but rather blends in with the skin. Makes it look more natural. Now the first step to take if you want flawless foundation is, of course, to look after your skin. Exfoliate, moisturize, apply deep cleansing masks, and nourish it. Cleanse, tone, exfoliate, moisturize, and masks. And I do recommend going to the beauticians probably once a month or so for a deep cleansing facial. So the basis of flawless makeup and flawless foundation is having flawless skin. Okay, that's really, really important. And then you can come in with the primer. After the primer, you apply color corrector if you need it, foundation, press it into your skin. You can also use a powder puff if you prefer. That's fine, they do the same thing. Okay, you can just press that in, and it goes into the pores. So it covers up everything, so you don't have any gaps. And that's how you create the flawless foundation, like I said. Okay, so underneath the eyes, I'm going to cover up the color corrector with a lighter shade. And today I'm going in with highlighter shade, which is the yellow one, right in the center of this color correcting wheel. And only where Roweda needs it. So we're just covering up this orange, and then I'm just going to make it end right there, where the hollow. Okay, so now I'm going to do the highlight for the contour. You need to set everything with powder. It's up to you if you want to use pressed powder or translucent powder. Again, blending in the eyeshadow. If you're not into contouring, please don't feel that you have to. Remember what I always say? It's called makeup for a reason. It's not called follow up, it's called make up. So we don't follow everything that we have. We try and make up for what we don't have, or, you know, try and trick the eye, really. That's all it is, isn't it? Then I'm going in with the blusher. So I'm applying that right there on the apple of the cheeks. And again, I don't take it all the way up, okay? Don't take it all the way up, because we blush generally here. We don't blush up there or on our forehead. And then I'm going in with the brush that I used to apply the setting powder and blending it in. Okay, we want to soften it out to make it more natural. Then I'm going in with the highlighter, which is this one. Again, this is by Zao Cosmetics, the vegan organic brand. And I'm going to apply that. The bronzer, again, this is again from Zao Cosmetics, and I love this bronzer because it fits literally every skin tone. And it gives a beautiful, beautiful shimmer. And now I'm blending in the highlighter together with the blush, okay? That makes it more cohesive. Again, like I said before, it's all about cohesion, right? This will give a really healthy glow. She does have beautiful eyebrows, so there's not much that I need to do. And then finally we're going to go in with the lipstick. Thank you. Okay.
I love it too.
Love you guys.
So sweet.
Bye.